Jack, what are you... Oh, what? No, come on, really? We're doing this again? Hacking into my YouTube channel?
No, I was just organizing your video essay playlist.
Yeah, well, joke's on you. I already know it's a mess. Okay, here we go. If you want to be a part of my cinematic universe, you can't get constantly wanting to take over the world or whatever. Got it?
Oh, come on, what about just one state? You're a fan of K, you're right. How about Missouri?
What? No, yes, okay, just try and keep a low profile. I'm not too sure the other guys like you that much.
Really?
Yeah, but it's okay. I trust you.
Really?
Yeah, why not? Here, you want to help me do the review this week? This could be a good use of your time.
Sure. What is it?
Let's see, oh, okay. Ben 10. I love that show.
Wait, hold on. It says that there's more.
Wait, how do you know how this laptop works? Have you already hacked into my channel?
I got it. Ben 10 Alien Swarm?
Oh. Oh.
Ben 10 Alien Swarm is a 2009 Cartoon Network movie directed by Alex Winter, who also directed Ben 10 Race Against Time, and that was, something?
What, Sandra?
This movie was based off Ben 10 Alien Force, which was a Cartoon Network series set 5 years after its predecessor, so this was technically a sequel to Ben 10 Race Against Time, I think.
And to be honest, I never really got into Alien Force that much.
Not that it was necessarily bad, but I was just way too busy rewatching its legendary predecessor, so I'm not as biased as I was with this cinematic masterpiece.
Sandra.
And I only remember watching this once when I was younger, and don't remember much about it.
Although, there might be a reason as to why I don't remember it.
Yeah, this movie was rated about the same as this, and pretty much got criticized for the exact same problems, like bad effects and wooden acting. But something about this one just always seemed off to me. I don't really know why, but I specifically remember this one just being weird compared to Ben 10 Race Against Time. Yes, this was deemed even weirder than that.
Girls are assistants.
But now that I'm older, we'll take a look back and see if my memory was right. This is Ben 10 Alien Swarm.
So we start the movie off in Bellwood with the 2000s rock song over the iconic Alien Force car speeding down the road. And you might be thinking, huh, that's a pretty cool shot.
Well, don't worry, because there's way more where that came from in this movie.
Then we see an oddly placed title card as Kevin Levin drives to one of the movie's many diverse locations, a warehouse. But then...
You the buyer?
Depends. What are you selling?
This is Cartoon Network, right?
The good stuff.
Right?
Well, it turns out they have alien technology. Then Ben and Gwen come in, and right off the bat, just like the last movie, the castings are pretty good. Until you realize that there's supposed to be 15 here.
Okay, I'm 16, and this kid looks way older than me, and Kevin looks 25, so whatever.
Then, literally only 3 minutes into the movie, we already get the oh no, Omnitrix is broken plot device, which really should be a good visual metaphor for this movie is going.
Okay, but while the castings are good, just watch this play out.
Oh, right, of course. We're cops from outer space.
Now, something just seems off about that, right?
I mean, not too off to the point where it's unwatchable, but just not quite right. The way the camera moves, the wooden acting, it just looks like a low-budget drama trying to act like something more. And it's because that's exactly what it is. This movie just feels really flat because they keep trying to make it so melodramatic, but with some things you can't really do that, and the previous movie realized that, so they played up that insanity quite well actually. There, it started off with a fight, and even though it looked awful, there were still quips and the fun of being a superhero.
Here, no one seems to want to be there.
Heck, even the dude about to get paid for his alien technology doesn't even want to be there. And if you slap a CW watermark on the bottom right, it seems to fit in way too much. And all they ever do is just talk and talk about what's going on.
But again, we still got a whole movie left, so maybe my opinions will change. Right? Please?
Do they?
I don't know at this point.
But anyway, this girl comes.
No way.
Who is this? Okay, I get it. She's the daughter of a plumber, and apparently seems to be Ben's childhood friend that they never talked about before. Literally ever.
Because why not?
But, oh no, a mysterious headed person sets off the alien technology, as it's revealed to be a bunch of flying microchips, I think. And as you can tell, this really scares them by Ben's emotional performance.
You were right about these not being ordinary computer chips.
Okay, this will be the first and last joke I make about their performances. I'll try to be nicer.
But then we see Gwen using her Doctor Strange powers or whatever. Seriously, she's way more powerful than Ben in not only the movie, but the show too. And then Kevin shows his powers?
You know, I gave the last movie a pass, okay? Because that movie's budget was only 18 million. Take a guess at what this one is. Yeah, more than double.
I'm sorry, I mean, I know Kevin's powers were just weird and always kind of pointless to begin with, but what is this? Even Jar Jar wouldn't have stepped in that, and he stepped in alien poop or whatever that was. But luckily, the movie made up for it with actually pretty good effects for Big Chill, one of Alien Force's most iconic aliens. And just like in the last movie's opening, Ben thinks he defeated the villain. Although, whereas in the last movie, it was just a quick opening to get everyone into the action, here, the beginning scene almost took up 9 minutes. 9 minutes, and I feel like I don't really know anything, or even believe that these characters know each other. Because in the other movie, we would have already had school sequences and different interactions to give these characters some personality, but they go to Bellwood Motors, where their secret bunker is, and then we see Grandpa Max?
Who's this guy?
Okay, the other castings, I can definitely believe that these are the older versions of them. But how the heck does Max look even younger in this than he did 5 years ago? And then, as if we hadn't already gotten enough talking, we get even more exposition from Hippie Max. Yeah, have I told you that there's a lot of talking in this movie? Because there's a lot of talking. But then we get my favorite line in the movie.
Okay, I'll give you credit. I had no idea Hippie Max charging a gun at me would be so terrifying.
They come to find that it's this girl again, and we just get more talking. Again.
Ben 10, everyone.
So I guess Hippie Max doesn't want Ben to follow the girl. And yeah, I honestly agree with Max here. We have no idea who this person is, or really even what their relationship is. So why are we supposed to care and support Ben on this? Who am I kidding? How are we supposed to care about any of these characters when all they do is talk about what's happening rather than showing them go through what's happening?
I don't know. Jayhawk, you got anything to say?
Oh, yeah, what?
What do you think about Ben's decision?
Is Ben the discount Twilight guy?
Exactly.
Hey, Hooded. Hooded!
What?
Do you see what's going on here?
Man, how come I gotta swim on the floor?
Look!
Whoa.
Do you trust this?
Well, I don't trust this beak that ate my face in the Lone Ranger video. So no.
Did you even know they were friends?
How can anyone know that they're friends?
Look, we gotta stop this.
How though? Beck's already messed up from sleeping on the floor.
Would you shut up about the floor for a minute?
Whatever. What movie are they doing anyway?
Wait, Ben 10 Alien Swarm, that's it.
What? Ew.
No, yeah, I know, you. But do you think we could hack into the video and steal the low budget powers from the movie?
We can do that?
It's a YouTube video, we can pretty much do whatever we want, but I think it might be enough to push him out. Wow, this movie's not very good.
No, yeah, it's not. So, after that scene,
Now, you may still be confused by the movie's motives, but it's okay, you'll be distracted by the editors for some reason using 7 cuts in a 4-second scene. Seriously, what's with that? And then Ben agrees to help her. Kevin is hacking into some stuff, and they decide to break a code to get more information on the alien chips, while saying that Ben is all grown up now, which is, weird. But so is a 15-year-old riding a motorcycle, so I don't know or really care at this point. Then we come across the main villain. Oh yeah, I forgot he was in this. He comes across probably my favorite characters in the film, these 2 random muggers.
Now it's time. Time for you to give us your money.
Seriously, I think Cash and JT time travel.
hey, that would at least make a more interesting plot than whatever this is.
Anyway, he takes out the muggers. Ben and this girl go to an abandoned house.
Cause, you know, it's so diverse from the last location.
There's a bunch of people being controlled, yada yada, invasion of the body, snatchers, copy and paste. Then we get quite possibly my favorite moment in the film.
No, really. This should just show you the effort that went into this movie. Did you catch it? Let me play it for you again. Now, I really hate to be too harsh in movies, okay? Because I guarantee so many people's heart and soul went into this, and filmmaking is a long process. But, really, editors? Really?
I mean, come on. That's something I would do in my bad videos.
Did you really not do a second take?
I mean, how do you even let that slide? Where do you even have the actors set up for this cut? Did you try and put them in the same position so people wouldn't notice but just messed it up? Did you hire the editors of Catwoman? Was this a trending style in 2009?
Seriously, I have so many questions.
But after whatever that was, Ben and the random girl escape while also punching this guy for literally no reason. Seriously, he wasn't even attacking you. He's definitely gonna wake up with a concussion. Then both Ben and the random girl, and Gwen and Kevin, realize that they have to go to a shipment place called Ship It, where the chips are headquartered.
Now, this is another one of the interesting flaws in this movie.
We break off into 2 concurring storylines, and what did they do with that? End up coming right back together with the exact same information and barely even talking.
And Stranger Things is actually a really good example of this done right.
There, they break off into separate groups of interesting characters, and they all find one piece of the puzzle that the others don't know, finally converging to put it all together and stop the threat.
This is a good way of splitting up the characters. What was the point of it here?
Seriously, apart from the forced melodramatic whatever, this is another one of the reasons why the movie just feels so slow and boring compared to its predecessor. They really only do this just to drag things out.
And I know, okay, this is a made-for-TV movie, so maybe I really shouldn't be too harsh on it, but I can't make any promises, so moving on.
They find an employee is being controlled by the chips. And isn't it kind of ironic that the character being told to act like a robot is actually the most interesting performance in the movie? But, oh wait, more cars with...
Okay, I guess we're in a video game now. I can't wait to see what the final boss looks like.
Kevin's car gets destroyed as, oh cool, Ben finally goes hero again, with actually a pretty cool shot, and we get to see Humongousaur, who again, doesn't actually look that bad. Anyway, he destroys the chips with the car, and wait, that's it?
We're only a little halfway through the movie, and that's the last alien he turns into? Really? 2? The last one had 4.
Wait, no, I'm on Reddit while you're talking about it. He turns into another one.
How did you get on it? Whatever. Really? He does? Okay. I'm gonna trust you on this.
So they go back to Hippie Max, and
She stays in the brig.
I honestly feel like this Max would have a break.
anyway, they analyze all the chips. Well,
In a beehive or an anthill, there's only one queen. She lays all the eggs, produces all the offspring, and tells everybody what to do.
Science Channel.
He was literally just hacking into a computer earlier.
not sure why you're all surprised about elementary knowledge, but okay. Hippie Max rallies them all together. Well,
Gwen, why don't you get some shut-eye? I need that brain of yours working if things get hot.
Just for a few minutes. And you better wake me up.
You know, I really wanted these two to have a good moment in this movie. I mean, they obviously have the most backstory together, and do have pretty decent chemistry as actors. So I just thought something would be nice.
but no, we go back to this, girl. Who is she? They relate on how they've both been on their own. And, yeah, okay, that was pretty well done. Not really with her, cause, again, I don't know who she is. But Ben says how he didn't ask to have the Omnitrix, and even though I think this idea was done better in Race Against Time, it's still pretty interesting. But, oh no, Max gets controlled, and...
This movie should have been marketed as a horror movie. I guarantee it would have gotten more views.
after he honestly acts pretty much the same, and I guess he's Batman now.
Where did he go?
Yeah, where did he go? Seriously. So Kevin had a new car already made, and guess what comes next? More car driving! They go to the Ship-It warehouse, aka the alien ship secret headquarters, and we see Doc Ock?
Oh, awesome. You changed it to Spider-Man 2.
Oh, no, this is still Ben 10.
What? Who's this guy?
I have no idea.
So apparently this is the random girl's father, who's being controlled by the queen of the alien ships. Then, I guess this is a time for a fight between our characters, as the random girl said she knew her father was behind it, but had to lie so they would help her. They realize that the queen is inside of him, and Ben plans to stop her, until...
No, you can't.
Hey, whoa, calm down. Not because you're about to get caught or anything, but I thought everyone who was under contract only get 42% of their performance. You know, apart from these guys who I still miss. Speaking of which, what happened to them?
Then they eventually do get caught, and Ben turns into his final alien?
What?
I thought you said he turned into another alien.
Well, he kinda did.
Yeah, he turned into whatever this is.
The reason people go see live-action adaptations is to see their favorite characters come to life, and people are only gonna find cool the aliens that they know of. Literally, no one cares about this thing, and the worst part is that it takes up a slot for a potential other alien to be shown.
Are we almost done? Your analysis is starting to get a little, sloppy.
I know, this movie's just putting me to sleep, okay? Let's just power through to the end.
Anyway, he flies in the machine and fights the queen, I think. Really, it's so hard to see what's going on with all the CG, and apparently Black Panther didn't see this before. Whatever that was. But anyway, Gwen, Kevin, and the random girl continue to defend themselves, and nope, another warehouse. Who could have guessed? But the infected people never run for some reason. And even weirder, this girl keeps punching people, and even,
These are still people, right?
I mean, the chips don't enhance strength. You just knocked a dude out with a metal pole for literally no reason.
Are we sure you're not the bad guy?
Ben continues to Shark Boy and Lava Girl everything, while eventually destroying the chips, causing the virus.
I want to see what the guy who got hit with the metal pole looks like.
The murderer girl meets up with her father, while everyone else reconnects with Grandpa Max, as they all walk out of the warehouse together.
Daughter, if it wasn't for Elena, I'd be at a school football game right now.
He's just being modest.
Okay, I'm actually so uninterested in what's happening. I'm more concerned about the people behind them. Seriously, what's going on in their head right now? Do they remember anything?
I guess we make a pretty good team.
And what was the director's direction for the extras? Just be uninterested?
They do. Men, what would you say if I asked you to step in?
And is it kind of weird in a really melodramatic adaptation that there's still a guy who wears a 10 on his jacket?
Well, my first order of business will be to...
Also, seriously, what happened to the pole guy?
But anyway, we get one final car shot as they ride off in the distance.
So that was Ben 10 Alien Swarm.
You don't like it.
I really don't. Alright, stop. Oh, hey you guys. How come we didn't get much screen time in this video? Because, like them, we were pretty much useless from the start. Anyway, we've been busy. Okay. Oh no, with my overpowered friends.
Wait, don't you have something like the Omnitrix you can use?
We don't have the budget for that. Yes, while you were bored with the movie's plot, we stole the powers from the film. It's time you choose. Either us or that.
Why? Did we plan to get this far?
I didn't think we would. But I don't know, we don't like it. Okay, just because you don't like something doesn't mean you have to go out of your way to destroy it. Just let it be. Don't tell me this is a metaphor. This is a metaphor.
I think Ben 10 Alien Swarm is really the first movie that I reviewed on this channel that I just don't like. But that doesn't mean that I hate it, because I really just don't care enough to hate it, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. The movie was just very slow, very overdramatic, and lacked both the epic and charm of its predecessor, which had already lacked both of those things from its predecessor. I will give the movie credit that the castings were pretty good, and it had some unique shots, and the CGI and the aliens were actually really impressive. And there were even some random laughs I got, so all in all, it's just a harmless adaptation, and I have no problem if you like this movie. And maybe if I got more into the show, I'd actually like it more. But for me, this will just be a movie that definitely exists, but I can't promise it'll be remembered.
But we really do just need to show compassion to everyone, no matter what. But anyway, I'd love to have you on more of my videos. Maybe we could even do like a BVS video, because it is one of my favorite movies.
Ew, DC? I'm more of a Marvel guy myself.
Get the heck out.